What do you mean excellent scholars?
Excellent scholar. So you need to be very highly educated if you want to become a bureaucrat.
You mean bureaucrat?
Right.
I'm not
So the
talking about
politicians and the
politician.
bureaucrats are different. There's a different society in Japan, right? So politicians are former wrestlers or grandsons of previous rulers or
Yeah.
whoever, or TV announcers or
Yeah.
pretty TV announcers or whatever. It doesn't mean it does anything. But what the audience wants, what they vote for, because the audience doesn't really think. They have their lazy person make those decisions. They look
You're
at the
talking
policy.
about the bureaucrat is
The
going
bureaucrat. They are the people who actually run the country. They are the ones that sit in the offices, the public servants who come from elite education and are there based on their performance, their merits. They have achieved. They have obtained their position. And they actually run the country. No matter who is the politician at that moment, the bureaucrats have a lot of power in Japan. But they're never in the limelight. They're never in the spotlight. But they actually run the country. So you can say that basically in Japan we more or less adopted this system. We basically worked around democracy. I wouldn't say that Japan is a full-fledged democracy in that respect.
Right. Right, exactly. But we cannot change it.
But the question is also, do we want to change it?
Because it's very conservative.
But do we want to change it? Because basically it is a kind of unseen to know that
Oh,
our
yeah,
politicians do not
secure,
run the country.
Secure. I agree
Right.
with you. Very secure. But difficult to change.
Well, so if we give more power to the politicians, I would be more worried about the future of Japan.
Yeah.
Because our politicians are
isolated.
voted. Yeah, the politicians that we have are voted by people who do not care so much about politics. They don't care enough to actually study and critically think about who would be our best politicians.
One example is Japanese militarization. We should be going to more militarize, to compete against Asia Pacific to get more balance. But Japanese ordinary people against it. But this is not true, right? But we cannot change it, right? But also, if you're going to do something, coordinate with G20, G7, but Mr. Abe speak out whatever he thinks because of bureaucrat organization exists. So they need to make consensus. Otherwise, he can speak out his opinion. It means very conservative. And Japanese companies are the same. Just as this morning we discussed about, just beforehand, early afternoon we discussed Japanese company, like a Takahashi company. They cannot try to lead among the other Japanese company. They need to coordinate each other. Otherwise, he's going to be isolated.
Right.
This is Japanese problem.
This is they did okay, and this is where the feeling of isolation is also something very typical for Japanese society, right? Isolation is not good. Basically, the power is in the group, not in the individual. Isolated is something that Western people are not afraid of, being isolated.
Why not afraid?
Because they believe they can.
Individualism?
Individualism. It's always the hero is always the individual, right? It's always the one who stands up, rolls up his sleeves, and makes a difference. That's the hero.
Okay, my case is Nikkei journalist told me, or the other people told me, you are speaking out. Is 80%, 5% are not accepted, and Japanese people will not accept your opinion. So they said they will not pick your opinion in the news. They told me, everybody told me, and book publishers.
Because ethos, pathos, or logos, what?
What was the logos? I forgot that.
So
Okay.
So is it because of reputation? Is it because of the contents of your argument, or is it because of the way that you cannot reach the hearts of the people.
It's a little bit different. Not reach the heart of people. Maybe ordinary people accept my opinion, but those people, journalists, will try to stick into common sense. Okay, not sympathy. They try to stick into common sense. They want to change the world. They have some program to make a news in Japanese society. They themselves thinking about this is Japanese people will accept, but their decision. But they don't know Japanese people accept or not.
Right.
Right? I believe this is Japanese people accept my opinion, but they try to make a barrier or hinder doing that. They own, common sense. This is conservative. Japanese society conservative.
So well, they just think, okay, whatever sells. This news doesn't sell, doesn't that? I was talking with a journalist the other day, and we are organizing an event. And said, can't we get some publicity here? I said, yeah, well, probably difficult because there is no famous person in our panel, so probably we can't get any press. So okay, so that's how it works.
That's right.
Basically, I mean, the event in itself is newsworthy, I believe, but
Exactly.
Because there is no big name or whatever, the news doesn't sell. So we're not going to. But this is purely based on reputation, on glamour, on the outside, not on the contents, but on whatever the audience who's watching the television is prepared to consume.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I'm making a YouTube. But nobody watch it. Okay, let's take a break. Okay.
It's the archive. Oh yeah, we need to take a break.
Yeah, otherwise just recording clashed. I don't want to clash. Right?